So here we have a chair that's suffered a bit of misfortune and it's in need of a repair. It's got quite a nasty crack there and it's not safe to use anymore. So you can just see roughly what happened. So what we're going to do is make a start unscrewing things. So we're going to get the Allen key in and remove all of these 4 bolts. So we have found traces of wood glue in here. So that's going to complicate things a little. I was hoping that these legs would come apart at that joint, but that's not to be. So we'll see if we can work around it. Due to the odd shape, there's absolutely no way I can get that in the vise. But one thing I have noticed, there's a lot of surface area here. And I'm thinking about buffing that area up with a bit of sandpaper and the corresponding surface, so we can apply glue there and there for maximal surface area and strength. So I've gave them a sanding and I've just had a dry run just to see if everything I'm planning on to use to cramp it is going to work. So I've got some Gorilla wood glue and this should be stronger than the wood when it is repaired, and I've got a slightly different way of applying it. Basically, rather than using the top, what just gets permanently clogged, I just unscrew the top and I use a cocktail stick if it's really fine work and I'm after getting in a crack, or in this case I'm just going to use a lollipop stick. I have spent quite a bit of time working the wood glue deep into the grain of the woodwork to achieve the strongest possible of bonds. I've got a bit of glue in there, and we'll do the corresponding side in a similar manner. And now for the tricky bit, we're going to reassemble and cramp this up. So I'm just using a C clamp. I mean, I would have called it a G clamp, just to nip these 2 pieces of wood. And I've actually separated that with a piece of paper because there is a glued surface. I don't want to glue this wood I'm using to the workpiece in any way whatsoever. So just take a moment to wipe the excess glue off that gets squeezed out. And I do wish I had another C clamp, but unfortunately I've just got the one. I think I'm going to order another one now. Whenever I identify a tool shortage, I always address it while it's fresh in my mind. I do actually have an idea in mind to perhaps address the tool shortage. I'll just add a bit of tension to it and turn the clamp and see the glue squish out. It's very important to check everything's lined up perfectly, as you're going to get a much better result. So I've done about a turn of tension and I'm squeezing quite a bit out that side and a little more on the other. So I've now reached the stage where adding more tension is not squeezing any more of the adhesive out. So what I've done is I've just used a couple of welding vice grips just to give it that additional press, and there is a tiny bit of adhesive that's squeezed out, so I'm really glad I did that. So we'll just have another clean up. From the point of applying the glue, we're now well over 24 hours down the line and can see where the original crack is, only just if we look in the right places. So I'm very pleased with this result, and it's almost an invisible repair. So I think I'll just remove that bit of paper and glue residue and reassemble the chair. So I've nipped up every bolt on the chair and all is looking good, and I'm struggling to tell which one it is now. Well, that is one chair now brought back into service. Why not subscribe to learn of more minimal cost repair solutions?